Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives
Live
here on Strong Island Television in Paradise Studio in beautiful
Massapequa,
downtown, midtown, what is it? Midtown,
downtown Massapequa,
New York.
And today's show is brought to us by Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
Thank you, Michael Barasch.
Who I had the pleasure of meeting at the gala.
Before we go there, I just want to say we did not play our intro song to our regular followers. We did not play our intro song tonight because we have a special treat. Annie Wenz, who wrote our song and sang the song, is going to be our guest tonight, and she's going to sing the song live. And here's what makes it very nice.
Yes.
I grew up with her family in Middle Village, Queens, in my little town, right?
Yeah.
And recently her dad passed away a few weeks ago, and her dad loved that she wrote this. He loved the song. I don't know if we'll have to ask her when she comes on, but we figured as a tribute to her dad, we're going to have Annie on and the family. They're at the Thanksgiving.
Look at that. I see that.
Yeah, and we're going to have them come on, and they're going to sing the song live for us. And we're going to interview them a little bit and have some fun.
Fantastic.
Talk about my childhood in Middle Village. So that should be cool. They'll be on in a little while. We got Roseanne Sorrentino.
Yes.
Who's not doing her show tonight before us.
Right, because she wanted to enjoy herself at
because
a party.
She's out, hello! Yeah. You know, Roseanne style, having a few glasses of wine.
Yeah.
So I figured,
why don't you use up her time now?
No, I said, why not have her on tonight? Because you know she's going to be a little hell, you know.
Yeah.
And she'll be cute and funny
and
as she is.
To see how she is.
Yeah, what she is. And I think John Santa was stopping by. Yeah. He's going to have Tony Soprano put a hit on Turkey.
Look at that.
And we're going to close with Sandy to talk about the gala a little bit the other night, which number one was a good time, a great time.
It was like unbelievable.
Everybody had a ball. I'm hearing so many good things from people, which is nice when you plan and put something together like this. It's exhausting. Yeah. I had a good team. You handled all the lighting and the sound, which took that off my shoulders. You don't know how much that meant to me. You did a great job there.
Thank you.
You even made Les Deegan sound good. What did you have, a little dial on there with
I have a auto tune. No.
Les Deegan, thank you. You did a wonderful job. Jordan Kaplan played the organ.
Great.
Was it, what do you call it?
Keyboard.
I'm sorry, keyboard.
And he played a whole array of songs, and also Roseanne.
Sang "Hit Me With Your Best Shot."
Wow.
Nailed it. I was in the bathroom changing into my costume for my song.
Yeah. And
I heard it. I'm like, oh my God, is that really Roseanne? She nailed that.
She's amazing.
She really did a great job. My daughters did a nice job. And then Johnny L came out there and sang, "I Think I Love You."
Amazing, right?
I'm asking you.
It was amazing.
I thought I sounded good.
I thought you were fantastic.
Come on.
You were.
Did I stay on key?
For a minute, you'd actually think it was David Cassidy came back to life again.
No, I'm not talking about the looks. I'm talking about the sound.
Yeah.
I got the
well,
sexy.
The sound was different. I meant looks.
What a great night, though. Huh? A lot of fun.
Even my family came out and had a ball.
Your wife was there, which I loved. You know, that's part of what we wanted to do with this night is it wasn't only a comedy show. It was an event to remember my guys. You're raising some money. That's nice. But remembering them through laughter.
You ready for this?
Yes.
I walked by my son's bedroom that night.
Yes.
And I said, because kid is 19.
Right.
They're fickle what they're going to like.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, did you have a good time? And I heard on the other side of the door, I had a blast.
Really?
Yeah, you had a blast. Really
well, my daughters had a ball. They had a few glasses of wine in them.
But beautiful family you have.
They had a ball.
And Paula came around to all the tables. And
Paula was out the whole night. First time in months.
Fantastic.
First time in months. So Paula was there. My family had a great night. So thank you for what you did there.
Well worth all your hard work.
Yes, but we'll work a little
less next year.
A little smarter. So the Christmas lights are going up in the LaRocchia house.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you remember from last year, my lights are disposable. When I put them away, they're in such a mess that I throw them out. She wanted all blue this year.
Yeah, nuts.
And my lights look like
this, right? This color?
Yeah.
Hanukkah lights.
My lights look like they're thrown on my bush. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I throw them on the bush.
Yeah.
And less is more. It's not like a lot of lights. It's just, I'm very artistic with my lights.
Yeah.
But I start with like one strand, then the next night I'll put another 2. So we're almost there. We're 80% of the lights. My block is very competitive.
Yeah.
Very competitive. And what I do is I'll go out like in the middle of the night and pull out the plug on some of my neighbors' lights, just so my house shines a little bit.
Right. That's how you do
No
it.
damage. No damage. Pull out the plug. So Thanksgiving is tomorrow. We got our Thanksgiving decoration. Look, we got decorations.
This is unbelievable. Like we go all out, right?
Crazy. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Now you live in a condo.
Yes, I do.
Do you decorate for the holidays? Your window? And what do you do?
Well, my wife likes to decorate.
What does she decorate?
Well, Halloween we put up a whole lot of stuff, and we have.
Do you have a front of the house,
Yeah,
or you
front and the back?
Oh, so
we park in the back,
right?
And we have a whole big garden back there.
1 floor, 2 floor,
2 floors.
2 floors.
It's a townhouse, yes.
Oh,
I call it.
That's big money. You know,
now it is, not when I bought it.
That's big money.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, but yeah, now we have the big blow up turkey on the front lawn.
I'm not a blow up guy. My son is a blow up guy. The kids like the blow ups.
Yeah, they do.
I used to be a blow up.
Big.
Yeah, but I'm doing simple now. Just people walk past my house and they go like this. Nice. They don't go, wow, look at that, you know?
Right.
I don't know if I want that anymore. I just want
They go, look at that knot of lights on top of the bushes.
The old lights are on the big knot is on top of the one. You're right. I just throw.
You don't throw them out. You still use them. They look like snowballs of color lights.
I throw them out.
You throw them out. But improv is yes and.
That's bad. So tomorrow's the big day. Now, what did you say?
Improv is yes and.
Oh,
right. I go. You had. Oh, look at that. You got your.
Well, here's what I'm getting at. My glucose monitor. I like to have it on. It goes right to my phone because really keeps you in check. When you eat something a little too much pasta, the alarm starts going off, whatever, keeps you in check.
I should get that.
Here is what's interesting and good. Tomorrow, this runs out in an hour because you got to replace it every 15 days.
Oh.
Which is perfect because then tomorrow I'm not going to put the new one on, so my glucose won't go up.
Right. Does it hurt?
I can eat like crazy tomorrow.
You got needles in there? What is that?
Yeah, it has a long needle. It goes like, in fact, you tighten it on this side of your arm. It goes all the way through when there's a little nut. Feel it right there. See that right there? Yeah. So it doesn't hurt. It's a little needle. But I like it. But so did you hear what I said though? I'm going to rip it off tonight, and I'm not going to put the new one on. So tomorrow I can eat whatever I want, and the alarm's not going to go off.
Can't you just silence the alarm?
No, you can't. They don't want you. So isn't that great? Perfect
that's
timing.
Great.
That I'll be in diabetic coma by tomorrow night.
Is that the Libra?
The what?
Libre?
Is it Libre or Libra? Is it ends with an E? But
insurance pay for that?
No. But you don't understand, Johnny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Money.
What does it matter?
It doesn't matter. How much is it? I actually got $200 off of it through Walgreens. They gave me like a friggin' QR code. Bring. I love it because you get 6 of them. It's going to last me 3 months, and I'm paying like $280.
Can't just leave it in for a month.
No, because it won't. After 15 days,
they rigged it.
Yeah, they rigged it. They rigged the system. The Macy's balloons are being blown up. Have you ever gone down there?
Never. Have you?
Yes.
Is it exciting?
2 times. I worked it once on the FDNY, walking around my radiation meters and my nerve agent meters. That was pretty cool. And then one year I brought my kids years ago, and then I had a hookup because I was on a jab back then. The jab. I was on a jab. So I said, Chief, I'm bringing my family down. Don't worry about it. And I got even 1 year New Year's. They have aisles on New Year's for emergency responders.
Oh, wow.
15 minutes before the ball drop, boom, on a golf cart, right into the middle of Times Square. Right. Saw the ball drop, boom, right out.
Wow.
That's when you know people.
How big is that ball?
It's like a pickleball. It's about the same size.
Yeah.
As a pickleball.
Zoom in.
Yeah. And what they do is to make it look big, they have like little figures of people next to it. So it's
like a train set.
We crack each other up.
Yeah.
We
don't even need them at home.
Rosie, so when my daughter Olivia was in nursery school, and Christina, let's start with Christina. Christina is, let's say, around 30 now. I think she's around there.
Yeah.
So she was in nursery school how many years ago? 25 in ballpark. One of my favorite Thanksgiving songs at the show, the nursery schools, was Rosie the Turkey Has 5 Feathers. 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 Go, Rosie, go. Rosie the Turkey has 4 feathers. They go down all the way to 0 feathers.
All the way to 1.
So I sing this every Thanksgiving now. And guess what? Lillian had her show, and they brought Rosie the Turkey back. So yesterday morning, I got to see the little one sing Rosie the Turkey, and that's the beginning of my Thanksgiving.
So what happens when they get down to 0? Then they behead it, Rosie.
Then the turkey gets shot, and
they eat it.
Rosie the Jeer feathers. Go, we're gonna eat him tonight.
Yummy,
and then 3 kids start crying. We killed the turkey, Mommy. They killed it. And that's when the show ends.
I gotta look up this story.
That's when the show ends.
I gotta hear the ending.
Yeah, so that let's see, I got that. I covered that. We did the gala. The decorations are in my house.
Roseanne's outside. Look at her.
She's outside now. All right, you know what, Bobby? Before we go to break, let's bring Roseanne in right now because she's freezing her tooth for us. Hey! How are you, Bubba? I can't hear you. Can't hear you. You're muted.
You're muted.
We can't hear you.
Mute.
We can't hear
Hello,
you.
hello.
Yes.
Assistant principal, don't you know any better?
I'm drinking.
I know.
How many is that?
Oh God, I can't even begin to tell you.
Now,
What are you sitting by the fireplace?
wow.
I am. Look,
Oh, how
look at
nice.
that.
isn't that nice?
You know, Richie and I were sitting here when we came in and we said, Roseanne's not doing a show tonight because she was invited to a party. I wish we were invited to that party. That's why we're doing the show, because nobody else wanted us tonight. You know,
Party.
whose party is this?
This is my friend Beth's party, and Terry Ann is here with me.
Is that Beth?
Yeah, go get
Hi,
Judy.
Beth.
Go get
And-
Judy.
Oh,
Is that Beth?
No, that's Terry Ann. Here's
Oh,
Beth.
hi, Terry.
Beth, come over
Where's
here.
Beth? Where's Beth? Get Beth over here.
Beth
Now
is here.
is everybody at this party in Annie? In the
Look,
movie?
there's
What is-
Beth.
Yes,
Hello.
Beth. What? 2 more people for your party? You couldn't have invited us?
You're welcome. You can come. Give
It
him.
looks like it's
we can go.
girls'
We
night.
can go.
We can go.
All right. Bobby,
You know Beth's cousin,
who?
Mark Hannon, because Beth was at the gala.
Mark
And-
Hanna.
Guy comes up and
Who's
says,
at my table, Mark?
"Yes, that's Beth's cousin."
Oh, my God. All right. Well, your head is never.
Now-
Look how big her head is right now. Oh, my God.
Roseanne, tell her my wife's best friend is Mark's wife,
Get out of here.
Anne-Marie.
So you know what? You're gonna laugh if I tell you this. So I'm at the gala,
Yeah.
and this guy comes in with his wife. He hugs me and kisses me.
I
and
was
he
there.
talks-
Sorry.
And I say to Bridget Kavanaugh, I don't know who that was.
Bridget
And Bridget
Kavanaugh.
goes, you just kiss people? And I go, I feel like I know him. And then I couldn't find him. And then he posted to the thing, and he's like, Rich Walker, good to see you. And my cousin Beth. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Mark.
Oh, my God.
Right?
We,
Small world.
we are
All right.
going to end.
John,
Yeah.
stop talking for 1 minute. I
Yeah.
want to talk about the gala.
Quickly, go.
It was amazing.
Thank
Okay.
you.
It was a fantastic event. You did a great job. We're going to make it even better next year.
Bigger and better.
Bigger
Yeah.
and better. It's going to
Dancing.
be amazing. There's going to be some dancing next year. People wanted to dance. It was the 70s theme.
I
And
love
I
to
want to
dance.
delegate more responsibility to John next year.
Why?
It didn't look like he had enough
No,
to do.
Amy
We're
did
gonna give him a
wonderful.
lot
Her
more work.
sister and Roseanne and her mother came and the kids
It's
came.
unbelievable.
The
We
kids
did.
came. But
And
here's what-
It was worth every minute. It was so much fun.
I want
You do such great work.
and you thank you for all your help.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I had the best time. Now I also have a Halloween costume for next year,
That's true. That's true.
which
Wait.
is good.
You looked amazing.
Great.
Yes. Well, wait. Same theme next year?
No.
No, I think we need a different theme next year.
I think we're going to come up with something really cool, and I'd like to do it someplace really cool. Like
You know-
we did the Armor
right.
Titan theme, someplace cool.
Yeah, but that
We-
was so good
We've
here.
got that covered. I think we need to do the 1920s.
And this table,
Mm.
this.
Is that the Flappers?
The Flappers,
What was the
baby.
Depression?
Yes, the flappers. It'll be great. Prohibition. We'll be drinking illegally. It'll be great.
Oh, I love it. All right, listen. We got to get going. Enjoy your party. Tell her we'll be over there. Send me the address. Richie and I are on the way.
I'll send you the address. I love you guys. You're the best.
You're the best. Roseanne Florentino from the party. So we're going to go to break, and we'll be back with Annie Wenz and the crew singing Play Ball.
Hi, I'm Michael Barasch. Today is National First Responders Day. At Barasch McGarry, it's an honor to represent over 25,000 responders in every single state who participated in the rescue and recovery operations at the World Trade Center, at the Pentagon, and at Shanksville after the terrible attacks of 9/11. But 9/11 didn't end on 9/11. Responders are still getting sick and dying every single day. To the firefighters, the police officers, the EMTs, the paramedics, the fire inspectors, to all of you who keep us safe day after day, thank you for everything you do. You're taking great care of others. It's now time to take care of yourselves too. Please be each other's advocate so all 9/11 responders get the health care and compensation they deserve. Both the health program and the victim fund have been fully funded. I assure you, you won't be taking away from others. Protect yourselves, protect your families. It's a privilege to represent you.
Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah.
We're back with Laughter Saves Lives live. And we're going to talk some pickleball. This week, Laughter Saves Lives pickleball team went 5-0 on Monday night. That's 5 wins, no losses. And here's why. Thank you. We were playing some good teams. My daughter could not make it. Bridget wasn't feeling well. Santo couldn't make it. So I asked Famous Visions, John, his girlfriend, who I've never seen play, if she would play on Monday night and fill in the spot. She was a ringer. She kicked butt. We went through those other pretty good teams.
She's good, huh?
She was very good. Here's the only problem. Now we moved up in the standings.
Yeah.
Now we're in 5th place. We got to play the top 4 teams next week.
Oh, boy.
And my daughter's back, who is stinky.
Oh.
So we're going to get our butts kicked.
Jonathan, I ran into him in Costco the other day.
Oh, did you?
He said his girlfriend's a big cook.
Oh, cook too? Well, she was very good. All right. So let's bring in Annie Wenz and crew. Come on in, Annie. All right. So back when we started the show, we were looking for a theme song. I'm a big baseball guy.
Right.
And when I heard this song, because we can't use original, we have to use original music. So when I heard this song, I go, oh my God, that's my song, right?
Yes.
But what makes it better is it was written and played by a childhood friend, Annie Wenz, who there was one boy in the family and 32 girls. 32, no, how many? 6, right? 6 and 1. And Jay was Jay, where's John? John? You call him John, we called him Jay back in the day, right?
50 years, man. 50 years. I haven't seen you.
50 years, and I look good.
A lot better than me.
I saw one of our old friends also, Tommy Muller, who we were a threesome. He was at the gala the other night. I hadn't seen him in a few years. So that was pretty cool. So your dad was a big part of my life when I was a child because our parents were friends. And a few weeks ago, your dad passed away. And again, so sorry, guys, for your loss.
Thank you.
Thanks. We're lucky enough to have had both parents around for as long as they've been around, and it's the circle of life, you know?
Yes,
right.
yes. But he always fond memories of your dad. So I said to Annie, she said, my dad loved that song, Playboy. I said, why don't you come on as a tribute to your dad, sing it live? And she goes, I really don't want my family to sing with me, but I think they're going to want to. No, she didn't say that. So she said I could have my family. And what a nice thing.
Look at this. This is
Thanksgiving,
unbelievable.
Thanksgiving, family, and we're going to sing a song in a tribute to Dad. So you guys take it away. Play ball by Eddie Wentz.
But I want to say, you said to me, you said, so what are you going to do, karaoke? I said, heck no, we're going to sing it for you live. So here we are.
Wow, look at this. Instruments and all.
Go for it.
Here we go.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Leather gloves, smacking in hands, popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands, pink cotton candy, on the stick. Let's chasing the beer, then twinkle the lips, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball. Play ball. Take off the caps, time for the song. Red, white, and blue, we all sing along. Now waste them out, each feel the seams, staring them down, looking real mean, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and sing it out of the wall. Play ball. Play ball. Drop it down. Fog in the lights, sweat in the clay, no gal singing when I used to play. Cracker Jack fries, New Jersey mud, never won me paid a buck for a bud. Looking them over, making the call, cover the bases, spitting the ball, right off the bat, walking the slide, punting the steel in the sideline ride, pinch hitting knuckleball, doing the wave, stand up and dance to YMCA, organ is rhythm, we're pounding our feet, touching the sky, hot play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right on the wall. Play ball. Play ball. Bottom of 9, home's got the licks. Bases are loaded. We're watching the twitch. Go wind up the pitch. You're on for the team. It's out of the park, walk on grand slam, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it out on the wall. Play ball. Play ball. Take me out to the ball game, take me out. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd.
Yeah! All right. Jay, John Jay, tell us who you have there.
We've got, so Annie, other guitarist is my youngest son, 21-year-old Jack, my brother-in-law Larry, me, my son Luke, my Annie's grandson Nico, and behind Nico is my wife Trisha.
Bravo.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing that.
It was like watching like the Osmond family.
Yeah, really.
Everybody's
I was like, I thought they were going to sing the whole song, but you said that we could only train them to say "play ball, play ball."
It's amazing. Everybody was right on cue. I tried to jump in, but you guys were ahead of me. How many times have they heard it in that
What's
house?
that?
Does that song run on a loop in your house? Everybody was right to cue.
John,
No, it was just what I wanted it to be.
Perfect.
That was
you
perfect.
had interesting lyrics to the Yankees theme song when we were 8 years old. And I can't repeat them. They were that bad, but that was the neighborhood we were in Queens.
Oh, wow.
Your old house is still there. I pass it when I go to see my dad. Walk up the avenue still.
Yeah.
Tommy Muller's house was leveled. There's an apartment building there. My parents' house is still there. My grandmother's house is still there. What a childhood. We didn't have much. We had our bikes, we had our Matchbox, and we were ready to go, man.
Remember racing the Matchbox cars down your grandmother's driveway?
Yep. They had the little driveway with the hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't be better than that. Like I say, My Little Town, that song in My Little Town, it always reminds me of Middle Village.
Yeah, you know what? When I was 9, you remember that we moved out to Seaford, right next town.
That was way out there, right?
Right?
Right now, it's like Seaford is like, I can get to. Yeah, but it was like, whoa.
Yeah, you move it to the country. You move it to the country.
Yeah.
And then we realized what a small town Middle Village really was.
Yeah.
Right? My little town. Yeah.
You could get on your sneakers with mom, walk up the avenue, get groceries, get clothes, go to the movies, go to the fruit store, the fruit store with the Flato brothers, and hit LaRocchi's as the luncheonette for an 8 cream on the way back.
There you go.
Oh my God, he made 8 creams yesterday. So Tommy McLaughlin still lives there.
Yes.
And
he's still down the block.
Yeah, we communicate all the time. As a matter of fact, I sent Tommy McLaughlin because we grew up picking the peaches from the peach tree in our yard in Middle Village. So when I grew some peach trees, I sent him seedlings from the trees. He planted the peach trees in his yard in Middle Village from trees that I sent him.
My grandmother had a peach tree too, but if you don't pick those, that can get a little messy. You know, in the grass, the peaches fall out.
Throw them at each other.
Yeah, and then we throw them each other. You got to stay on top of that stuff. Yeah, my grandmother, we used to hang out in the backyard there. We used to hang out in his yard. Tommy Muller.
Yeah, think about it. We were probably 6 years old, 7 years old. We go around the corner to Schneider's, right?
Yep.
Juniper Valley Road to buy whatever. Your mother sent you up there to get a half a pound of bologna.
Yeah, or you know, we just go out and come back hours later. Nobody knew where we were. Just go out. You know, those. I sound old.
Right.
I sound old. Because when I'm with my granddaughter now, I turn around. She's like 5 feet from me. I'm like, get over here. You're too far away. You know.
I think you would agree. I would never trade my era I grew up in for no way for today. It was such a different life.
But you know what? Roseanne was just talking. I think it would have been pretty cool to grow up in, like, not the Depression, but I'm just saying the 1920s, before cell phones and like TVs. I think that would, because you probably communicated
we
more.
did grow up before cell phones.
Yeah, we did. We used to play. Do you remember playing stickball and the sewer plate was home plate?
Oh yeah, and the other plate was a home run or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we used to play stickball against the wall at 49 at the public school down there, or 87. Yeah, those were the days. One
of the last things I was telling my dad when I went to see him before he passed was I was reminiscing about Middle Village, and we were talking about the year we dressed my dad up as Little Red Riding Hood for Halloween, and he put a ladder up to your house to the second floor, pounding on the window with the babushka and the apron and a little basket. And your parents flipped out thinking he was a burglar, and they're pushing the ladder. And my dad's yelling, no.
Well, guys, there's nothing better than family and Thanksgiving. And it's nice to see all you guys together. But you know what? We're kind of like family. We go way back. So this was perfect for my Thanksgiving show. You made my night. Night.
Thank you.
Well, glad to have you in my home, in our home.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah. Where are you living now? Where are you living now?
I'm in West Hartford, Connecticut, John.
All right. So if we're doing a show up that way, we'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I gotta connect with you in real time.
All right.
One of these days. It's been too many years. You and me, Tom Muller, will walk around the old neighborhood, all right?
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great
healthy Thanksgiving.
The Wednesday. Yeah, there were
Nice.
6 girls. So let's go to break, and we'll be back with comic and impressionist John Santo.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, 1 child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
And we're back.
with
Thank you,
Leslie.
LifeVac. LifeVac was a sponsor. LifeVac is a sponsor, and today is founder Art Linton's birthday. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Art! And thank you for your sponsorship. So we're back with Laughter Saves Lives Live, and our guest is
John Santo.
John Santo. And we asked John Santo if he could, what do you call it when you use a voice? If he can
Channel. We
wanted a turkey, but we wanted Tony Soprano style. So we want him to put a hit on a turkey so we can have it for the meal on Thanksgiving. You think you could ask Tony Soprano what he thinks of that and how to go about that?
I think it's a good freaking idea.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wild turkeys out in Suffolk County. We drive by, we pop one, put it in the trunk, free turkey.
Now, how do you
$0 a pound.
Wow.
$0? That's a good
Now,
price.
who's the one in your family that cleans it?
Yeah, how's that happen? Cleans the
Who
turkey. You
feathers
clean
it?
it?
Silvio Dante, I would bring it to the Bing. Got a commercial kitchen there.
Oh, I
Maybe.
got it.
How about maybe
Pluck
we'll
the
have
bird.
They don't have a choice in the matter when it comes to fixing up your turkey, right?
No, we do it. We'll do it at Silvio's.
I was thinking
Less
maybe
evidence.
one of the girls do a lap dance on the turkey, get those feathers off.
Oh, it's a family show.
Hey, wait a
on
second.
Cablevision.
No, I'm just trying to think of a way to get the feathers off, Tony Soprano style.
Well, I guess you could go that route, or you could just pluck it. I don't know.
So, pluck it. Is that a word for something? Pluck
You
it.
do pluck a turkey.
Pluck
Yes, you do pluck it. All right. So yeah, you the Sopranos. They're sitting around the table with the family. What is some of the dishes that are unique, maybe, to the Soprano family?
Well, we have the regular turkey, then we got the managut.
Oh,
We got the
how many
antipasto.
syllables in Managut?
Two.
Managut. How come somebody Managuti, right? What do you say?
Listen,
Good.
listen, the other day,
Yes.
you're a Met fan.
Uh-oh.
Lindor didn't get the MVP.
I saw that.
You know what I told my kids?
What?
In this house, Francisco Lindor is an MVP. End of subject.
Yes, sir, they said. Yes, sir. Okay, so
He was
now,
robbed.
so now Thanksgiving is coming tomorrow. So where are you getting together? Whose house? You
It
got, a
was
big,
at my house.
you got a big house.
Got a huge house, big driveway. I go down to my bathroom and pick up the paper.
Right.
Got to. You're still getting the paper. You're the only one still getting the paper, probably in your neighborhood. But
I don't like any of a digital footprint. I like. Plus, we gotta wrap the. We gotta if we have to send a fish, gotta have newspaper. Did you
True.
see The Godfather?
True.
That's right. Yes.
It's a Sicilian message.
Now, were you a big fan of The Godfather?
Happened in the 50s. How old do you think I am? Yeah, I like the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was a line in The Sopranos when they were asking about The Godfather. Because that was in the 50s.
Well,
I'm enjoying this. This is going over like a.
It's the 25th anniversary of the show. The
so
Sopranos. You should watch HBO Max.
you
Subscribe.
were at
Never seen it.
this is a Thanksgiving type show. We're thankful for John Santo representing Laughter Saves Lives on the shows you do, showing up here, short notice sometimes. You're a big asset, and we appreciate you, and we're thankful for John Santo.
Well, I appreciate that. Did you get the pictures I sent you from the gala? I took some good pictures.
You took some great pictures. In
great
fact,
camera.
my sister is looking
Thank you.
for a picture of her and I singing together, and I think you did
I
send
sent
me
it
one.
to you.
Yeah, I forgot where
He
it
was so
came from.
busy at that
It's on your Facebook Messenger.
I got to look at that. And you had a lot of fun there, though. You did some. You Laughter Saves Lives has a policy that when you win, the 50-50. You can't give, a lot of these events you go to, they win and they go, I'm giving it back, right? Now, guys like us, we could use the money. We don't want to give it back. I mean, if it's for a kid with cancer, we'll give it back or whatever. But in general, we don't want to give it back, right? So I came up with the laughter saves lives rule. If you win, you got to leave with the money, right? So I made the announcement, and then I said, you know what? Let me reinforce this so you understand. Arnold Schwarzenegger, could you explain it to my audience?
Yes, it's very simple rule, actually. If you win the monies, you don't give it back. I'll be back. You don't give it back.
Right.
And then if you want to do it later, you send a check. And how many checks
Well,
have you received?
you could make a donation.
One.
After. You don't
check.
stop the donation.
I say, if
After
you
the
go
fact.
home
Right.
and you still want to send me the money, go online, make a donation, or send me a check. And then I always say, but it's never happened. And I get a little laugh. Right? People laugh. And then again, the chief was there, and he again raised his hand, and he said, wait a second, because that chief forced the money on me once before he left.
Yeah.
So, but he hasn't learned the first time. So he went, hey, wait a second. I go, I'm sorry, audience. Chief Shulik over here, he did give back the money once. It was $20, Chief. You cheap.
Well,
No, that's
So,
not cheap. It's still his money.
I was
going
kidding.
to say this to Tony Soprano.
Yes.
The guy, if you want to kick up 10% of the winnings, let's say you win 500, kick up 10. In the mafia, we kick up 10%. I mean, in our thing, there is
Right.
no mafia. But
So
in our thing, you kick up to the boss, kick up 10%.
So if we were doing a laughter saves lives, this is going nowhere. If we were doing a laughter saves lives benefit at the bada bing, and we had a 50-50, it would really be like a 45-45. Bada bing gets 10%.
Well, no. What I'm saying is the winner. Let's say you got to give it all back.
Right.
There's another option.
What's that?
You could, if I win $500, laughter
He
saves
gives
lives
$50.
I kick up 10% to laughter saves lives.
There you go.
I make a $50 donation on the website.
Kick it up.
LaughterSavesLives.org. Click the donate button. But I would do that.
Well, who won at the gala?
Well, I don't
Not
know.
me.
I don't know what at the gala, but he won a few weeks ago. A 50-50.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out of character for a second. Yeah, I did a firehouse show.
Yeah.
Now,
I've
wait,
been
who's
doing
this?
this
This
me.
is this is a bad imitation of Santa.
It's actually perfect.
Spot on.
No one does me. That's
Yeah,
what's
see,
Hey,
funny.
wait, hold on.
So I won
hold on
after
one second.
35 years of doing firehouses.
Do we have Sandy in the waiting room? Sandy? No, right?
I don't think so.
All right, because then we'll take
John, I will say.
Let me just tell this
Go,
story.
go,
After
tell.
35 years of doing firehouses
All right, good.
and never winning the 50-50, I finally won the 50-50. And I went up to and I said, after 35 years, finally. And I'll tell you something. My number was 072815, right? So they call the number, and I have 072820. And I'm like, oh, my God. And that was the top ticket. I'm like, please go down. Please go
Right,
down.
you don't know if it's going up or down,
19, 18.
right?
It was like a countdown. That's why I wore
And
my
you get all
master
excited, your heart's
And I'm like,
going.
do I have 15?
Yeah!
I went like this. I was like, I couldn't believe
excited.
And it did, I forgot the
So
amount.
excited.
I don't even know how much it was. It didn't matter. They could have handed me
No,
20
yeah,
bucks.
yeah, it's true. When you
It was,
win,
I finally won the 50-50. It was huge. And it didn't matter how much it was.
how much was it? Can you say?
People could be watching.
That's
People
true.
from the IRS.
And that
could be
would
watching.
violate what?
Oh, it's a
if he
lot
told
of
us the
money.
amount,
It was, that violates
Over
the.
300?
it violates HIPAA. It
Wow,
violates
then
HIPAA.
You could
We
say.
go back to HIPAA. That violates HIPAA. If he
It was
tells
like
us.
$250 or so.
That's it?
nice.
$250 you won?
Not
You're
bad.
You're just saying that because you don't want to take us out to the diner after.
I'll take you out to the
I
diner
think it
either
was like
way.
600.
I got credit cards.
I won
You
$1,000
don't
once. I won $1,000 once.
Did you really?
Yeah, I told you the whole story.
Did you kick up 10%
Went to a fire department.
Oh, that was $1,000.
$1,000.
Amount.
I pulled my
Wait a minute. That's my old fire department. You stole $1,000. You should have given it back.
no. No, I won $1,000, and I bought for years.
Yeah, for years.
Every year I bought. Nobody said thank you. Nobody ever said thank you.
put at least 1,000 into that over the years.
Did you book that show, by the way, to Toronto? I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, we booked it. It's all booked up.
I haven't
Um,
been there in a long time.
You were there every year.
I want to be next year, not this
Do the
next year.
Santo.
We'll do it together.
Do the Santo.
Do what, Santa?
He looks when my flyers come out, and then he calls me and say, "Hey, I'm on that show.
No, I
You
don't.
put me on that show." And
No,
then
I
he goes, "Shoot,
don't.
I screwed up," and then I put him on. The show.
No, but
I don't do that.
No,
My tactic's different. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
And you guys know I'm easy. That's the
What
problem.
I do is I look up the last time I did that show with you, and I add 7 years. And if 7 years is coming up, I say, hey, it's been 7 years.
But that's not. It's
I
not.
will say, can I say one thing?
No.
If you were not easy,
Right,
we would never be friends right now because I got canceled on another gig, and you were the one that said, "I'll take him," and you grabbed me
because the guy said he works cheap.
Right.
You know what he told me?
And I did. And I did.
You know what he told me one time? He goes, oh, you want a lot of shows this year. So basically in 2020 and 2014, you put me on a lot of shows.
A lot of shows.
A lot. So in 2021, I was eligible to redo all those shows. So basically my 2021 show schedule with him was a repeat of 2014. Because that complies with the 7-year rule.
Well, but everybody
so in 2028, I'll do all those shows again.
Unless you're Sandy Ells, then you could get booked every year because she's
bring
coming
her
on.
right on.
She's hysterical.
Destroyed the
All these bookers, so you know, they go in cycles. Like
Yes.
There'll be 3 years you won't hear from them. All of a sudden, you're doing
boom, and then I'm doing like 10 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I got a lot of complaints the year that you did all those shows. That's why a lot of complaints.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's the politics thing.
So
all right, so
you know what we should do? You stay.
What?
Oh, do we have another break, or
What
can
am I,
we
a
bring
dog?
Sandy and Bob?
You stay.
We have another break. All right. You know what?
Go right to
This-
Sandy.
Let me. You want to announce? Can I announce her? Because
No, you go ahead.
I
You announce her.
specifically that night wanted to announce Sandy, even though Roseanne was emceeing. I stayed up there.
Oh, that's why you stayed up there.
Because this next guest of ours is one of my favorite people. I have been working with her for a few years, and she headlined the gala. I surprised her because she's been asking me for years, can't you headline me? Can't you headline me? A few times she gave me a little shot, like, you better headline me.
You better
And I
headline me too.
I surprised her, and I said, you're headlining. So here she is. Sandy Ells is here.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Yikes.
Hey, Sandy, can I tell him what you told me right before you went up, before he introduced me?
Yes, you can. You can.
I could. Okay. So she comes up to me and she goes, LaRocchia told me he was doing 2 minutes of material and then bringing me right up, and you were up there a little bit longer. But it's your show, so nobody complained. But I said, when John tells you 2 minutes, it's football 2 minutes with the 2-minute warning and all 3 timeouts.
That's right.
You said to me, you said, stay close, because I'm gonna only do like a minute or two. I'm gonna call you right up.
She wandered all around the world.
I had a full meal. I called. I made 4 phone calls. No, I'm only kidding.
See, all you got to do. What happened was I forgot to start my timer, and I kept looking down.
Yeah, but
and
2 minutes.
I thought I was only up there a minute.
It was like 5 minutes. Football was like
what an audience.
But let me just say, John, honestly, you're so charismatic up there. You're like everybody's fireman dad, and everybody loved you. So listen, I was just happy to be a part of that show. I could listen to you 3 guys talk for hours. I'm telling you. The best part of the show was, for me, was to see John's family, who I love them. I love them. Every one of them, it just fills my heart, okay? And to work, John Santo, I haven't seen you in a long time. And Rich, I love you, Rich. I mean, Mr. Rich Walker, that he puts his hand on my shoulder, I'm privileged because I know your reputation. I love you guys. And that to me was a labor of love. And the fact that you thought I was remotely funny is the highest compliment.
Let me add to that. You knocked it out of the park.
Out of the
park. My family loved you, and they were laughing.
My family loved you. And not only that, we got the breakfast show the next morning because we had breakfast together at the hotel. And Sandy was funny again in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I wake up funny because, look at me.
Hold on. You're going to get up 8 o'clock for breakfast?
Yes.
No.
If I'm doing a show?
No, it wasn't a show. It was breakfast. I'm saying she was funny at breakfast.
Now, Sandy, my family loved you also, and they weren't even there.
Oh my God, that's a compliment. But my friends, I had a couple of friends from Long Island that came, and John came over and talked to them. And I was telling them how every year on my birthday, he sends me a message from a different actor, from Michael Caine over to, to Chris Christie.
He does a nice thing. He does that for a lot of people.
1,000 a year.
1,000 a year.
Can I interject with a quick story?
Yes.
All right. Butch hates it when I ask that. I just interject.
Yes.
Sandy, I get it. I'm in Jersey at Crystal Springs on Saturday night, right? the maitre d' says tomorrow morning you're invited to have the breakfast, the
nice.
buffet.
Nice.
So I go down to the buffet, and they said, just mention me at the door. You don't pay anything. It's like $79 a plate for breakfast.
Okay.
So I go in. There's no register at the door, but they're all fixing their plates. I get the coffee. I sit. I'm by myself at a table for 12, right? In this crowded room. I have my full breakfast. Now I'm thinking they're coming over with the envelope thing, the phone with the check.
Right.
They don't. So I eat, I grab a cup of coffee, I leave. I walk out in the hallway. The room to the next was the buffet. And I was sitting in someone's wedding. That's a true story.
That's a nice breakfast.
I love it.
Who's that guy?
And they had to pay for you.
That's a Richie Walker. That's a Walker. You walked her up to the wedding.
Love it. So, so Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
I have a funny Thanksgiving story I'd like to share with you.
Go ahead.
I put it on Facebook, so it's out there in the world. 1994. Okay, I'm 34 years old. I'm dating this guy from upstate New York. See, upstate's usually Albany, but we call upstate New York Nyack because we're Jersey. We don't know. We're not like you guys.
Right.
He's 3 knots away. We're not on Long Island.
Right.
So this guy, Larry, from upstate New York, I invited him to my sister's house for Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. So now my sister lives in an apartment in Hoboken, like 5th floor. Not a walk up, but I'm just saying, my mom's there, my sister, my brother-in-law. Now my sister's 15 years older, right? So now she's older, right? Her husband, her 2 kids, me and Larry. Okay. We walk in the door and we're like, oh my God, this is, unbelievable. Now the door is wide open. So we're like, look at this. It must be hot. They're cooking in the kitchen. I know my mother gets hot. We walk in and the table looks like Pier 1, like gorgeous, like out of a window display, candles, everything. 2:00 dinner, 7 courses we're eating. Okay. We're sitting there, course after Larry's like, I can't believe this. Finally, he had this huge coffee cup. He picks it up and underneath it is the doorknob. And he says, what's this? And at that point, they disclosed to me, my family, that my mom had put a hot plate on the glass top table, shattered it around 11 a.m. in the morning. And my brother-in-law, the carpenter that he is, he took the front door off the hinges and we ate on the door.
Oh, that is hysterical.
We ate on the freaking door.
I like that.
I don't know where Larry is now, but I bet he tells that story every Thanksgiving. We were eating on the front door. I swear to God, we didn't know.
I'll tell you what
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
It wasn't a giveaway when he was eating on the wreath.
No, it was like a plain, at the time, wooden door. I'm telling you, unbelievable.
We used to have back in Queens, as I grew up, everything was in the basement, right? We had a second kitchen down the basement. So at Grandma and Grandpa's house, we'd have all the holidays, second kitchen. So then we had our own basement now. I bring this young lady who has no parents to speak of, has her own apartment. We're dressed, what everybody's wearing, just casual. She comes in with the cleavage hanging out, the high heels, the bright, loud, boisterous. First time she's meeting everybody, singing songs. I married her, Paula LaRocchia.
Oh my God! I love Paula. We love Paula. Now listen, on Facebook, I said that it was my nephew's bedroom door because I didn't want to sound ghetto. But the real ghetto story was that it was the front door of the apartment, which they didn't even give a shit.
You didn't notice you walk right in?
Was it a vestibule?
Well, no, I thought the door was. I said, oh wow, I didn't. I walk in. I'm like, they always had the doors open, so I'm not looking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're not looking, but they figured they were hot,
Yeah.
Sicko family dysfunction. That's where we get it from, boys. That's where we get it from.
But you know what, Sandy? I mean, maybe that's an exaggeration, but my dad always says, my dad, as you know, he's in an assisted care facility now, and it's very stressful because I miss him. He's up there, and it's hard to visit.
They put him up there, yeah.
No, we didn't. My sisters live up there.
Where?
Up in Pennsylvania. Up in Pennsylvania.
Is Pennsylvania up or out? It's not up.
It's out.
It's out.
It's out?
Yeah.
Well, it's west. It's not north.
It's not directly west.
We call it
Anyway,
out in Pennsylvania. Out or up? What?
Yeah, out
he's
is
in the
west,
Poconos.
over is east,
He's in the Poconos.
up is north.
But what I'm getting at is my dad always would say, it's not what's on the table, it's what's around the table.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if you're eating a fancy meal or pizza or macaroni and meatball.
That's right.
Doesn't matter.
And then in the middle of dinner, I disclosed that I was going away with Larry on Christmas or Hanukkah because he was Jewish. And my mother says, "Well, you're not gonna. Is his mother going?" I'm like, "No, his mom's not going." And he's sitting there. And then my mother's going, "Are you trying to tell me you're not a virgin?"
And what was your answer?
I says, "Well, my brother-in-law's like, that ship has sailed, Angie. She's been gone since 19."
The only virgin at this table is olive oil.
He's
killing
it.
Oh no, it's a callback.
Let me tell you, Rich Walker is my guy. He's my guy.
So where are you going? What are you doing tomorrow for Thanksgiving, my friend?
I'm going to a friend's house. My friend's sister, they live in Brick, and she's having 27 people, and their school teaches her and her husband, and she loves to cook. So all kinds of things, I bought a nice poinsettia plant because you can't bring people food that are going to cook a lot of food. Right. So I got a bottle of wine and poinsettias.
Nice.
And I said to him, I says, "When do I have to leave? Because I'm lazy on my days off." He's like, "I know you like to sleep. So let's put it this way. We'll be eating from noon till 9 o'clock at night."
That's great.
Italians.
I used to say my family around the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, we only had one meal. We started on Christmas and we ended on New Year's Day. You didn't stop eating, right? Between the meal and the leftovers and the meal. That was exciting after the gala. I brought home the sausage and peppers.
Oh.
And I'm still eating them. I mean,
that was good. And let me ask you guys this question, this Thanksgiving question. Lasagna before the turkey or no?
Could. No, you could. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I think turkey is the finishing.
I don't like to eat Italian on Thanksgiving because I eat it regularly. I like to just have like that special meal with the stuffing and the turkey.
Yeah.
I only eat three things: the stuffing, the turkey, and if there's stuffed mushrooms or broccoli casserole. That's it. I don't like yams. I don't like the red thing, the sauce. None of that.
I'll tell you, I have a problem with it.
No,
I like turkey.
Not
I'm fine with. Right, you guys, turkey's good, but my family always did the lasagna or some kind of pasta dish first. And I'll tell you, they did the stuffing with chicken gizzards, which I never liked the taste of. I always liked bread stuffing.
You like straight bread
stuffing.
I like the sausage stuffing.
No,
I would just eat that.
In the bread is fine, but sausage and rice is not stuffing.
No rice.
Right, no, but people
bread.
I'm not going to say who because my wife will get pissed.
I'm going to call
sausage and rice is not stuffing.
Where are you getting rice from? Who puts rice in stuffing?
Thank you. Right.
No, that's like a rice ball.
It's a separate dish.
Yeah.
They put rice and they make sausage. They call it stuffing. Wrong.
Stuffing
is what she said. Bread.
Do you like
you can throw sausage in this bread stuffing.
I do.
But it has to be stovetop. Yes, that's acceptable.
Let me say one thing. You know what? Me and John found out we have a mutual love for bread pudding.
Really?
The raisins in it, and it's wet.
Very nice. That's really good.
If
it's made well, it's nice. It's got to be moist.
Yeah.
With cinnamon.
Yeah, we did a show 2 weeks ago at a Catholic seminary.
And it had that frosting on it too.
And I didn't know what it was. And I went over, and I'm not eating desserts, diabetic or whatever. And I went over and I took one bite, and I go, "Richie, get over there." It was right. It was delicious. Oh. We had 4 pieces each. They ran out. One of the old ladies.
God.
One of the old ladies.
This is a good Thanksgiving exercise. What do you put on a turkey?
What?
The liquid.
Gravy.
What do you put on pasta?
Sauce.
That's right.
Gravy on turkey, sauce on pasta.
What about in Jersey? What do they do?
It's great. Everything's gravy. Like turkey's gravy and gravy. My mother said, "I'm making the gravy for the pasta. I'm making the gravy." And she called it macaroni. It was macaroni.
Listen to me, Bubba. Thank you so much for coming from Jersey to close our show the other night.
Yeah, it took 3 days.
It really put a hammer on the whole night. You brought it, man. They
Thank you.
love you, loved you, loved you. I love you. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you at our next Jersey show.
Absolutely. Take care, you guys.
Love you,
Happy
Sandy.
Thanksgiving,
Happy
okay?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy that
Thanksgiving.
stuffing, baby.
Yeah.
So we will be back next week with some wonderful guests who we have yet. No, I know a junior firefighters are coming on next week.
Oh, that's
I know
next
that.
week, yeah.
Oh, check this out. Next week, the junior firefighters recently went a trip to Germany. We have one of the firefighters from Germany, 2:00 in the morning, Germany, going to be zooming in. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Thanksgiving
Happy
from our family to
Thanksgiving.
yours. Good night. We have a family here, right? We have a family. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they always say on the shows.